No, I mean I've only got one question, which is I need you to expand. I'll wait for you to expand upon your. I've decided to change my direction of my life.
Oh yeah, that's good. No,
Yeah.
No. I enrolled in uni. Well, at least the start of it. I enrolled in the first unit of a Bachelor of Communications. That starts end of November, so I got a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks.
It's like 4 weeks.
It's like the quickest turn. It's not like I'll start next year. It's like I'll start next year.
Well, that was my original plan, right? My original plan was like start next year, and then I started looking, and I was like, I put in my details to like talk to somebody at open unis because I was like, I don't know.
So it's like an online thing.
Yeah,
right?
It's completely online. I'm doing it. So, and I was like, I put my details to get somebody to contact me because I need to work out what this is and like what it entails for somebody who is like a mature age student to enroll. Is there anything I have to do? Is there anything I need to prove beforehand? Is there prerequisites? Whatever.
What was
and
it?
Literally
at Ciaran calling himself mature age.
I know.
Mature age,
mature.
No, I'm mature age. I'm mature age for uni for starting. They consider me mature age,
I guess.
I don't know what they would consider you, but
No. Just when I went to uni, I distinctly remember there was always that one 50 to 60-year-old in the classroom for some reason.
Well, that's
who would
also
want to dominate the conversation.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
That won't be me, I don't think. But no, it's so yeah, literally within 30 minutes of me putting in my details, I got a phone call from a very lovely student representative to talk me all through it. And I was like, all right, I'll schedule something in. Like, if you could call me, I was at work, so I was like, I took some time to talk, and I was like, hey, can you call me tonight, 5:00? We'll just go through the rest of my questions and stuff and whatever. And it was straightforward in the end because I realized I could do like the first unit of the course without like signing up for the entire thing. So, because that was kind of the scary thing for me was pressing the button. Oh, not even the years of commitment. It was pressing one button online to sign up for $45,000 worth of debt. For something, for something that I don't know if it's 100% for me. I'm like 95% sure, but there's always that 5%. Also, on top of that, I haven't studied in like a fucking decade. It's been a while since I've properly studied. And then I guess on top of that again, I'm like, okay, what is work-life balance for me then? Because there's the conversation of part-time versus full-time. My default settings, I just want to do full-time uni and full-time work and just be like fucking raw dog it for 3 years. Which sounds like a fucking terrible idea, really, but at the same time, I'd rather do my course in 3 years than take longer. But we'll see how it goes. I've signed up for part-time, so it's only, I think they say 1 to 2 hours a day, which is pretty easy, straightforward to me. I've already talked to work, and and I guess the big thing for me is because I work full-time, I'm already above the threshold that's like, hey, you need to pretty much start paying your debt straight away. You don't have that luxury of, I guess, when you're in uni where when you're a teenager going to uni, you get the debt and you're like, I'll just pay it off.
You got no money.
I got no money, so they can't take any money. So I'll just wait until down the line when I get a full-time job. No. It's like right now for me. So
I mean, that's actually probably good because of the interest that's accruing now on.
Yes. So I've been working through that with work. It's really, you can like pay extra tax each week to just pay that off.
Debt,
well, that's the thing. I actually got some really interesting advice from a colleague at work who she's done study for like 10 years straight in terms of just a bunch of different things. But her advice was just pay the minimum of whatever student debt you get in the hopes that when the government turns around and wipes out a bunch of debt at some point, your student course your debt gets wiped out.
Like just hoping you fall in amongst everyone else.
Just hope that your bachelor and your your course that you've signed up for is one of the ones that they decide to wipe the debt out of. And I'm like, that's actually really smart. Imagine how pissed you'd be, right? If you rushed to pay off your debt and you paid more than you needed to, and then
I mean, that's the reason that they're not doing it.
Yeah, don't
It's
do
because
that.
the people will be pissed that
just do it.
I had to
Get
pay
over
for it,
Big
and why should people
stupid.
not have to? Yeah.
Big brain. But no, I'm really excited. I think I'm excited for, I guess, how I'm excited to study again. I'm excited to start traveling down this life path. I'm excited for how I get to, hopefully, I think it'll have a twofold effect. I think it'll have a positive effect for Explosion Network at the same time. I think my I guess my writing should improve. Like, my writing's already not terrible, but it should get better.
If I have to fix less capitals in the middle of a sentence, then
shit. That's a hard habit I've had forever. Oh god, I haven't even thought about that. Fuck. That's a bad habit in my life. I need to fix shit. No, I'm excited. I think it is going to be a lot of work, but at the same time, I'm excited to have that. I'm excited to have kind of the prospect of something to do and chip away at, and to do other than, watch anime, play video games, write for D&D, that kind of stuff. Like, I'm excited to have something to kind of put into a schedule and to work to a schedule. I'd be pretty honest to say I've been a little bit lost in like the last 6 months in terms of just general life. So I think, when I had originally planned for doing uni at March next year, like to wait until the next, I guess, the normal start, when the courses came around and they're like, hey, you can start November, like the next set starts November, I was kind of like, all right, fuck yeah, let's do it. All right, let's let's commit, not commit, but like, let's do the first unit. The first unit's like 13 weeks, just under $2,000. It's not the end of the world if I turn around and go, I fucking hate this. This fucking sucks. And I can live with that. I
just want to rewind a little bit, because
sure,
like, we briefly talked about this 2 weeks ago.
I know, right? Like, this is like So like,
just to rewind, because A, Ash is here, and B, it was like such a like nearly a throwaway comment, or like it was such a like thinking about life things. And then after that day, I think it was the next day or the next night, you like tweeted something about like, I made big life decisions, and I replied because I didn't know if you wanted it. Like,
no, you did.
Is this the shit we was talking about last night? And you're like, yeah, I did it. I'm like, what the? Like, I thought we went from like Kira's just discussing stuff to.
I think I was discussing
you must have talked him into it.
No, I put a fair amount of thought into it. I think talking, and this is where I was like, part of me was like, did I get like bamboozled by the student representative? Because she was lovely, and talking to her was kind of like inspiring and motivational. But at the same time, I don't believe so, because I think I'd put in a fair amount of thought into it over my week off, prior to our conversation that night.
But yeah, I don't go all the way back. Like, I want to know, like I had gone like so, like I want to know thought first in head.
All right, I guess for maybe some stuff happened with work in June that didn't. Okay, I'll go even further back. Right, whenever I start a job, no matter what the job. I was born. Yeah, no. Whenever I start a job, my thing about taking a job and going into a position is there a pathway in that job for progress? I never want to get a job and then sit in that same job at that same pay rate with zero kind of progression within it for an extended period of time. How
long do you reckon? Like
2 years.
How many years?
Like 2 years,
2 years.
Is
so
like
2 years in like the same position. Yeah.
The thing is, it doesn't have to be in the same position. I just want the business or the place that I'm working at to show signs that they are wanting to invest in me as an employee and to progress me within their organization and within their business. And that I have a place further or deeper in this business or in this workplace, whatever you want to call it, that is more than what I am right now. And some stuff happened June, and then June I kind of got that feeling that, hey, probably isn't going to happen in this place. So okay, what's next then? What am I doing? And I guess the biggest thing I've always wanted to do is not always wanted to do, but I want to. I always hear people being like, do something that you love, so that, you know, if you're doing something that you love, you never work a day in your life. Like that kind of mentality.
We
right?
know that. That's like one of the most common. Yeah, like
that's the one common, right? Yeah. And I don't think I've ever worked in a workplace that I've like 1,000% loved. I like McDonald's.
Most people don't, to be fair.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most people don't, right?
Yeah.
But I don't even think I worked in a career path that I loved. IT, I'm good with IT, but at the same time, did I care enough, or did I ever care enough to apply myself in future examinations and the certificates and stuff like that? No, I didn't, and I worked there for 7 years, and I still had progression within the business, and I had opportunities, but at the same time, I didn't, in my own time, go out and, you know, sign up to study something else, sign up to do a certificate, Microsoft certificate. I didn't do any of that. McDonald's was the same. And McDonald's, I just think I ended up working there because I was already working there.
Because you were young.
I was young. I was already working there. They were progressing me in McDonald's. There was always progression there. And by the time I finished year 12, I was so fucking done with education. I was so over education and so over the kind of mentality of studying. And you know, when somebody goes, hey, do you want to leave school and immediately work full time, which you're pretty much close to already doing, but will pay you decently? I was like, well, decently for an 18-year-old. And I was like, you know, I kind of guess that was, yeah. So I guess that was a long way around for this answer. I guess I've come to the mindset the last 3-4 months that I want to do something that leverages my ability to talk to people and my passion of just, yeah, my conversational skills, my interpersonal skills. And then it was like, okay, what the fuck is that job?
Yeah, because you a lot of your career, every job you have doesn't involve talking with people that much, really.
That much, right? Like it isn't
like you talk to people, but it's not like a skill. It's just like a necessity.
Yeah, like it was like... in my IT job, I guess it was the skill of, quote unquote, talking people off the ledge of being pissed off with computers and stuff. But like it was never the important factor, right? Like it was never the super important factor of the communication. And so then, yeah, I've been like kind of trying to figure out what do I need to do to leverage that ability or to leverage myself in that way. And I don't know why it randomly hit me like a fucking freight train.
Because at PAX, apparently.
At PAX, it fucking hit me, right? Because
you were like, these people do this for their job.
It wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. And I guess it started at Nintendo, right? Like it started with us talking to, I get her name wrong every time I say it when I talk to people. Is it Christy or Christy, right? I don't know why I always get caught between Christy and Kirsty. Christy.
Well, they're pretty much the same, so.
I don't want to say. And I don't know why. Like she was so lovely and so engaging to talk to, and so you could tell how much she cared, and like her interaction with you, Dylan, was to me really special. Like it was really nice. Like you guys have a working relationship. Like even though we are a smallish outlet in terms of the grand scheme, we're like small to medium now. Outlet,
I would say tiny, but
tiny. Okay.
Ashes, don't ask.
In the grand scheme of things, yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, I guess in the
Ashes
in the
the most negative person.
Yeah. It's smallish, you know.
Got media passes. I go to movie screenings. So I fucking get games for free. We are pieces of dirt. Don't ask his opinion on shit. Just fucking ignore him.
And just, I guess that is, and her. And like kind of her interaction with us, and then talking to the Ubisoft representative, and then we talked to the Asus.
Eliza.
Yeah, Eliza. We talked to the Asus representatives, And I was like, this is the kind of shit I want to do. Like, this is the thing I want to do. Talk to people about things that I am interested in and I am passionate about, and that products and items or businesses that I can invest in personally and my own interest into, and not just do it because I can apply myself and be good at it. Like do it because, do something that makes me want to spend $40,000 and that makes me want to work full time, but then study outside of it and put in time and effort outside of it, outside of my normal day job. And yeah, so I came off that and I talked to a few friends that weekend, and through the minimal time, it was kind of always in the back of my head, the minimal time I was at PAX in the end. And then I came home and I was at home for that week and I played through Assassin's Creed. And Assassin's Creed, you don't have to think about very much. So I guess in times of while playing that, I was also thinking about it. And then we talked. And I think the two biggest hurdles I had, right? Even this was even at the point where we talked still, was that the price was a fucking scary price. Like, just no matter what, right? Like, it was a scary thing of just signing up to something and being like, I'll take on 40 grand or more.
It's a big number.
It's a big number, right?
It's the price of my car.
It's a little bit. It's about the same price.
It's on a boat, by the way, everyone. The car update it's on a boat somewhere.
Yeah,
it's on its way to Australia.
From where?
I don't know, Japan.
It's taking cars are ridiculous at the moment, but that's a whole different story. Yeah. And then the other thing was like, uni's a big thing. Like, uni feels like a thing I need to build up to. That I need to I don't know. I need to do something to get into uni, right? Like, I need to.
You did pass your normal school.
Yeah, right. I don't know why. It feels like that was so long ago. And so, when having a conversation with the Open Unis person, and then by the end of that day, I was like, I'm a fucking uni student. What the fuck? Like, it was a thing where I kept saying it to myself, and I guess because of my life path and how not interested in uni I was when I was 18, and how at the point now at 29 where I'm kind of like, fuck, I kind of wish I did uni and did push with it, but at the same time, I don't think I would have done the right thing. I think I would have got into teaching or something, or fucking wasted. I would have fucking wasted my time in a Bachelor of Arts. I would have done a Bachelor of Arts and would have wasted my fucking time. Not even it's not a waste of time, but at the same time, it is.
Arts are for the losers.
But Bachelor of the Arts is the perfect degree for people who just don't know what the fuck they want to do. And deep down, I knew if I did a Bachelor of Arts, I was just going to end up in teaching. I would just end up going towards doing teaching and stuff. And I didn't know if I actually wanted that or needed that or would enjoy that.
Well, the amount of people I know that people I work with, my brother, and people I used to work with that spent years studying something that straight out of school and now either didn't get a job in that field because they hate it now, or couldn't find a job in that field because it was too hard, and they're just paying off something they've never actually worked a day in whatever they've studied.
Yeah.
So
I guess, and that's the thing where I thought, I guess my thought space as well was, I did the thing where I looked at a Seek and I looked through jobs and stuff. I was like, okay, I guess that's the third scary thing, is I don't want to end up with a piece of paper that isn't going to lead me into a position somewhere, isn't going to put me in a job somewhere. And I've kind of got to the thing where 3 years time, I'm probably going to move to Melbourne. Once
you
this
already
is
live in
done.
Oh, you mean Melbourne, right?
Melbourne.
Victoria.
Melbourne.
He lives in Victoria.
I was like, you live in
talking about the actual
city. See, to me, if I say move to Melbourne, it's just Victoria.
Victoria.
I like it.
But no, it's proper. I'd probably move to Melbourne in 3 years, but
I think you'll probably have to, surely, if that's the.
Yeah,
I mean, with that $40,000 event, I don't know if you're going to be able to.
Well,
maybe the economy's calmed down.
I'm only paying the minimum, and I'm starting paying now. But no, it's Yeah, no. Once I get there, it's all about building, and I guess the interesting thing and the thing I need to think about and work out what I do is like I don't want to use the word leveraging explosion network, but like putting.
You want to fucking use me?
I know. Well, no. Putting what I've learned or what I'm learning through uni and through that into here, so that I guess when I come out the other side of it and I look at jobs, I can use this as
look at them out. There's a lot of people who I don't want to start throwing people in case they don't have their like normal jobs in public. But like for example, like let's say Luke, because here's Luke at Checkpoint, right?
Yes.
PR for VR. What the fuck's that place called? The whatever.
Latency.
Whatever.
Latency VR.
Hey? Latency VR. Latency, yeah. So there's like a lot, and there are a lot of others who do that we know that do games, writing, media, whatever you call it, and their jobs, either part-time or casual or whatever on the side, are PR related. There is, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry, but the dude, Indie XP PR dude, South Australia dude, was on The House of Mario. That Drew did an interview with him. So
Seamus?
No, not Seamus. A different dude. Okay,
sorry.
You've never met this person, but excellent. I mean, it may be interesting for you to go listen now, I guess. But
yeah.
So he runs and writes a website himself with like one other person, I think, or it's mostly just him, like a review blog or whatever. But then he was like, oh man, like I would love to like help support indie games more. I wonder if I can like do that. So now he started his own indie PR place, which is the Indie XP PR or whatever the hell it's called. There are so many people that I weirdly like fall into this PR label thing from games media. It's funny
because I think it's not even like, because it's not just it's PR, but then there's also like brand management and product management.
There is, and I deal with a lot of people too, right? In my day job. Reps and staff will come in and like I get products demoed to me. I have to call people, reps from companies, to like solve issues and like talk to them and be like, hey, does your product do this? Hey, can you give me this number? They'll come in and do the thing where they're like, hey, here's a bunch of coffee and donuts. Our product's the best. Like, sell it to people. You know, like it's like I have a lot of So it's weird. Like even I've like weirdly fallen into a thing where like my day job and night job or whatever you want to call it is like two ends of different PR or like the brand stuff. Yeah,
on the spectrum.
Yeah, it's funny.
But no, I guess this is something I'm excited for, and I'm pumped to get started. And yeah, no, I look forward to hopefully in 13 weeks time or 13 weeks from the end of November be like, yes, this is the thing for me. This is the thing I want to do. This is what's exciting to me. I'm going to keep going. Or it might be 13 weeks. And I'm very open for it to be, you know what? Not quite. I've tried. I've gone down this route. Let's look at something else. Let's see where else I can go with this. But I'm like 95% sure that this is it. You know.
I mean, that's as sure as anybody is about it.
I know, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you fucking went head over heels into it, so I hope it works out for you.
Oh, don't say it like that. Holy shit.
It was like the fastest I think I've ever seen anyone go from, I'm thinking about, oh wait, suddenly I'm in uni.
Well, it's easier than you expect, you know? It's easier than you would believe.
And weirdly, even though Ash is the oldest one here, you were the last person in uni, so
yeah.
What's your life advice to Ciaran?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You know, just commit, you know. If you're going to do it, commit to it properly. You know.
Yeah. No, I get that. And that's the big thing, right? Is when
I'm sorry, is someone's alarm clock going off? Or is it a bird?
No. There might be birds in my background.
Okay, there was a bird that sounded like so much like an alarm clock.
No, I heard it afterwards. Like, that must be
going off.
I'll close the door before we get.
It's fine. It's fine.
My slide door, but it was funny actually. Also, this is totally random, but I thought about it while talking. Came home the other day, and Dad's like, "Hey, cleaning out the shed. Do you need either of these?" in his hands, and I recognized them just by the fucking box they were in. Both sets of Explosion Network business cards. The old ones and the fucking new ones. I was so mad. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, you burn the fucking old ones, but the new ones I'll take, I guess. So I've got the future, but fuck my life.
Which hand? Didn't Cherie want to do new ones?
She probably wants to do new ones, so it might be pointless.
You got about 10 months to work that out, so...
What's the thing? I also noticed I need to change. It shows how much I use the fucking emails. When I sent an email the other day from our mailbox, even though I fucked that up.
I want to throw Ciaran under the bus. I was like, "Hey, can you do you want to reply to this person?" Because he sent it to both of us, and I was like, "Can you?" And then got to 4 o'clock or 3:30 or whatever, and I quickly pulled out my phone. And I checked while on the floor at work.
Yeah, hadn't
he doesn't reply. I'm like, well, and then I messaged him. I'm like, "Hey, do you want to Are you good to reply?" And it's not like I'm angry. I'm just like, if you're not going to do it, I'll do it. I'm just checking,
No, and then I was like,
by the way, because these people work, they knock off at 5:30. This isn't like a side gig. They go home.
100%. No, I was across it.
And then he sends it and he replies. He's like, I accidentally sent it from your email because I forgot to switch it to my name.
I didn't even forget, right? I didn't even forget. It was just because fucking Gmail. No, because Gmail doesn't have... I couldn't find where you drop it down to change the to tab because it didn't fucking have it anywhere in the reply. I even tried popping out the reply. Didn't have it anywhere. So in the end, I went, you know what? It must just automatically reply from mail@explosionnetwork.com. Sent it. Fucking sends it Dylan. I'm like, motherfucker. So I fixed it. I sent it again as myself just so it wasn't fucking stupid. But then I was like, on my signature, it still says esports analyst and reporter. I was like, oh, we need to update that bit. That's a bit dated.
It's an email for a while, eh?
Yeah, no, not. So, it's completely fine. But no. So, yeah, I'll be...
Because when I messaged you, I was like, why am I fucking replying? You reply.
Yeah, no, I said it. I'm just like, I'll leave you guys to reply. Leave Dylan to be the mastermind behind emails, but... No, I'll do it. I just haven't put it on my phone because I fucking hate multiple mailboxes on my phone, but I need to. I've
got 8 different Gmails signed in at one time.
Oh, it's so... I've just done... I don't think I've said this on a podcast. I think I may have done it. Maybe I did it. There was a night where
You tweeted about getting your mailbox to 0.
Yeah, I got my inbox to 0. Instead of playing games one night, I spent 2.5 hours just cleaning out my inbox. From emails dating back till 2012.
Yeah.
So it feels pretty good. Only,
It does feel good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just...
I love that 0 inbox.
Just hit that mark as red. Mark all as red.
No, this is why you're not in charge of the mailbox, because I know what it would look like. Fucking shit show it would be. 500 things in the inbox. We may need these. Where's it from? 2019. We may need it. The email's not retired. It's just on snooze. Got him. All right, let's record.
As long as I can find it.
You can search for it, motherfucker. Let's record Argo Couch.